When we had last left Team Bald, they finally arrived back at Ramesses Tower, back in Lorroakan's quarters, where they were to confront him along with Dame Aelin. And it was there that they knocked the living daylights out. Well, okay, they actually didn't do. They killed him. In fact, they didn't knock him out. They didn't knock him out at all. They actually killed the guy. And all of his little elementals, and sadly Milkar as well, was caught in the crossfire of Dame Aelin's Super Moonbeam 5000. Roland, however, was doing pretty well and seemed pretty chill about everything. Now it was time to keep poking and prodding around and looking all over town. This is Baldur's Gate 3. Welcome back. Let's unhide all of that. And should we head back to camp and do a check-in before we try to return to the vault? I think maybe we should. Oh, hey. I haven't looked in these cases. Gosh, I nearly didn't do this. If not for me just like there accidentally mousing over them. Or this. Oh my gosh. Supreme Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. Ooh, okay. There you go, Gale. Actually, I guess I could use that too, huh? Let's see. Potion of Superior Healing. I guess I'll take it. How does that arcane cultivation situation work on like a warlock? I guess it lets you cast any spell. It's probably like the shield. Remember when we were using the shield that we have currently on... Who do we have it currently on? I think Jaheira. But when we were using it on Will, probably works like that. Okay, anything else around here that we had missed? I think we got it all. Okay, let's head back to camp. And like I said, we'll do a check-in with everyone. Let's see, do we have Talk with Animals active? I do not. Hey, Scratch.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Okay, I shall pet you. There you are. Goodbye. Anything good in here? Comfortable red shirt. Okay. It looks like maybe a better version of what Gale wears. But isn't Gale's color like purple? Doesn't he tend to prefer purple? Sending it to Gale. Okay. And let's add that to wares. A lot of things here that we haven't fully checked. Yeah, look at all this. The elf song, again. Okay. Wow, holy shit, this thing's everywhere in here. Okay. Hey, Will.
Always good to talk, my friend.
Okay. Good talk. Shadowheart, anything?
All's well, I hope. Aside from the obvious.
Alright, see ya. Jaheira.
Leave Aelin to her sorrow.
Oh.
Likely the wizard only reminds her of all the other fools past and present who have sought to use her.
Okay, good talk. I guess maybe only people present for the battle will have something to say. We can do a quick check just for posterity. Okay, nope. Karlach.
I don't get it. What's got Dame Aelin so down? I, for one, am delighted Lorroakan got what was coming to him.
As am I, but Dame Aelin has endured a great deal. She must be tired of killing evildoers. Perhaps revenge isn't as sweet as it seems. She went too far. There's something dark in her, and it's growing. Yeah, there's something... Yeah, Karlach. I wish... Karlach, I have this really wild theory about Dame Aelin. And I wish I could tell you all about it in the most bard-like, charismatic type of way I could possibly do it, right? But I simply cannot. I simply cannot. There's something dark in her, and it's growing.
Don't mistake justice for something worse. Aelin has every right to be angry, furious even.
No, you're right.
I'm glad to see her letting it out. She deserves that much. She'll cheer up. Probably just tired, like she said.
I don't know. I like the read that Karlach finds it to be a relatable situation, right? Because they're both kind of a similar ilk, you know? Maybe Karlach's fury or rage is more like, I don't know, maybe manic, and Aelin's is maybe more vengeful, maybe, or at the very least, angry. All right, Gale.
Dame Aelin has little to feel sorry about. Larian would have inflicted a far worse fate on her given the chance.
Dude, Gale is so dripped out. I'm sorry, I don't even really know what the fuck you just said, man. Alright, Aelin has little to feel sorry about. Larian would have inflicted... Yeah, okay, right. Man, look at Gale's fit, though. I mean, I guess the only thing that doesn't quite match is his cloak. We need, like, a deep, sort of, desaturated red, right? A dark, but also desaturated red that matches the hat and gloves for his cloak. And then, holy shit, we're cooking. Oh my god. Look, even the boots are working. Good god, man. Alright. Astarion? Oh no, you weren't
I expected
there.
Nightsong to be overjoyed after killing her fair-haired fool. Instead, she just seemed tired.
Maybe vengeance isn't all it's cracked up to be. Worried you'll feel the same way when you kill Cazador? She's probably just a better person than you are. What a thing to say. What a thing to say. Maybe vengeance isn't all it's cracked up to be. Or should we be more direct? Are you worried you'll feel the same way when you kill Cazador?
Hardly. It's going to be the greatest moment of my life. The blood, the screaming. Just thinking about it makes me smile.
God, I love whenever Astarion is confronted with stuff like that. Like, he 100% squirms and chooses to, like, not think about it, right? He chooses to not sort of, look internally at his own actions and, you know, think about, like, accountability and, like, his own place in the world and, like, trying to be better or whatever, right? And he squirms a bit and then falls back on, like, archetypical, like, roguish bravado. I mean, sure, true enough, his own, like, flavor of roguish bravado and all that. But 100% he does that. Okay. There we are. And Isabel, surely you have something to say.
Maiden, hear me. Protect the woman we both love so very dearly.
Okay. Well, let's have a rest. Let's see what happens. Actually, can I rest in a different bed that isn't so fucked up? There we are. Oh, anything new? Doesn't look like it, but Aelin is back here. Hello?
Ally mine, we are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
My pleasure. He had it coming. Hopefully he'll be the last. Hope you can rest easy now, Dame Aelin. Yeah, let's refocus this on Dame Aelin's situation. I hope you can rest easy now.
I always do, with darling Isabel by my side. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of Lorroakan's death in your mind like silk floss. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
With our powers combined. Oh, Isabel, anything before you leave? Not now. Okay. So they are actually piecing out for real. Huh, okay. Well, let us... Man, they're totally going to do something, right? They put so much right there. Something is going to happen. I just don't know what or why. Right? God, how fucking cool would it be if I fucking nailed it so many hours ago. Back in, like, Act 2. Oh my god, what if I fucking did it? What if I'm the smartest man alive? Don't tell me one way or the other. Look, it's going to come. The shoe is going to drop. They've set it up. I don't know what it could be, but something is going to happen, right? Something will happen with this situation. Okay. Oh, they're back already. Let's do a full rest. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Alright, we're good. Journal update, gather your allies. Oh my gosh. Dame Aelin, the fearsome Aasimar, is now our sworn ally. She'll have our backs in any fight, no matter the enemy. Isabel is grateful that, thanks to us, her beloved is safe. We are sure to have the light of Selûne guiding us in the darkness to come. Roland is grateful for our help securing his position in Ramesses Tower. We can rely on the tower's full power, should we ever need it. I'm sure we will. Okay. God, is there more shit on the ground here? Jesus. Nizor, can you, like, get those scrubs and do something while you're not adventuring or anything? You're just hanging out here. Alright, anything else before we go?
Hello, my dear.
Don't think so. We'll check with a party member, too.
What's on your mind?
Okay, same. Alright. And then, let's leave camp. I love how the itemization, like, everything is really clicking into place now in the third act. Right? Like, I love the way in which it's handled. Oh, pouch. Of what? Of nothing. Oh, hey, they're here. Our good friends. But yeah, I love the way that the itemization has slowly ticked around and all of that.
Do what must be done.
To where, like, in Act 1, it was kind of like a desperate grab for anything that you could even remotely use for your character, right? Anything that would be, like, even vaguely useful to give you some type of bonus whatsoever, right? And then, in Act 2, you're starting to get access to more stuff, you know, the rings, the necklaces, the cloaks and stuff, as well as, like, a slew of other more refined, like, weapons, armor, and helmets and stuff like that, all start to come into play, and you start to get a hint of, like, okay, what kind of direction did they have in mind for some of these builds, right? Because, you know, in Act 1, even into the deeper parts of it, when you're, like, at the monastery or at the Underdark, parts of it are just like, there's this weird effect, right? Clearly this is some kind of interesting mechanic, but how do they intend for it to function, right? What's the play style associated with this, like, effect that procs whenever I do this type of damage or whenever I inflict a condition with this type of character or whatever, right? And then by the time Act 3 is there, sort of all the pieces assemble themselves, right? I guess the only shame is, like, sometimes you're gonna miss out on loot from the earlier acts. Like, I don't think we could Yeah, we can't go back to Act 1 or 2 and try to get back stuff that we passed on or missed. That's kind of the only shame about it. Right, but true enough, if you've been hopefully trying to build your stuff out with some measure of direction, it may not be perfect, but you get a pretty decent idea of like how you want your character to play out. You know, how you want different synergies within your character to function. I quite like it. Okay.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Let's see here. Sorry, I meant to cast and summon all of Jaheira's shit while I was talking, but let's face facts. I am just god awful at multitasking. There we are. Being, and let's have you get your friend out there too. Good.
How high?
Oh yeah. We don't have access to a dispel, do we? Or a silence. Which I think actually someone did write in, saying that dispel doesn't exist in this game, right? Although it exists as a spell in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, it does not exist in BG3. God, I should have probably written this down, but I didn't think it would come up. But supposedly they omitted it because it just seemed too powerful, right? Too powerful of an effect. So I wonder if it's alluding to that missing spell, or if there is actually something we could do with, like, silence. I'm assuming it's just alluding to the missing spell.
No time to rest.
And there's not really much we can actually do. Okay, anything else here? I think we're good with that. Okay.
Nature's servant awaits.
Let us put down the hero's feast. Good. And let's get the recovery going on too. Natural recovery. Tier 5. Good. Okay.
Looking ahead.
And then let me apply Long Strider here. And I'll do See Invisibility and Speak with Animals. Oh, and Gale needs his mage armor.
Salutations.
Okay. Good. It's wild that you can put mage armor on other characters. Right? I wonder how effective it is at the start of the game. Right? Like, it might be better, if you're a high dex character, it might be better to just wear clothing at the start if you have a mage in your party. Because you get your dex bonus and then 13 extra AC. Right? Because you can have it as a starter spell, can't you? That, having said that, casting it on everyone would definitely eat up all of your stuff there. Right? So, maybe not a good idea.
Can't give up now.
Okay, well, let's talk to these folks now that they've arrived.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Have you seen this place? It's incredible. And this is our house now. I think it goes without saying that you have a room here. Anytime.
Okay.
I'm half afraid to touch anything in case I break it. Which I have done. Twice.
Alright. Cool.
Wanted the easy path.
They rebuilt the book throne. Or no. Did we get the book throne destroyed in the fight? No, I don't think so. Okay. Because, yeah, the rest of it is as is. Roland?
I knew Larian amassed knowledge like a dragon with its hoard, but never could I have imagined such wealth. And the tower itself has a cannon. The sheer power is mind-boggling.
What are you going to do with the knowledge you've discovered? A magical cannon. It could come in useful. I'll let you study in peace. Leave. A magical cannon?
Indeed. I must still figure out its intricacies, but I am close.
What are you going to do with the knowledge you've discovered?
Study and catalogue it. Leroican barely knew his alphabet. Then share it with the realms. After all, it does little good collecting dust in an old tower.
Alright. Can I actually trade with you? Oh, I can. Birthright. Oh, this was down in the lower level, wasn't it? Oh no, wait, you always had these. Didn't you? Yeah, you always had these to sell. Harper Sacred Striker, yeah, that's why they're familiar. The +2 Charisma hat. God. Yeah, I just don't know. I feel like the Helmet of Arcane Acuity is way too good for me. Right. Being this type of bard. Maybe for any other type, Charisma up to 22 would be better. Right? Maybe. Certainly it would be decent on Will. Right? It would certainly be decent on Will. Maybe we should buy it just for Will.
What's your elders?
How about Jaheira? And this landfall unit. Regain HP. Yeah, it's probably good. Yeah, it would actually... Yeah, it's probably an upgrade. Right? Okay. Let's see. Ring of Regen, Quick Spell, Gloves. Cantrips that cost an action cost a bonus action instead. Once per short rest. Right. Okay. Okay, I'll buy the Armor of Landfall. Because I do think that's an okay upgrade for Jaheira. Because she'll get 1 spell save DC. Right? DC is difficulty check, right? Yeah, spell difficulty check. Or difficulty class. Okay, gotcha. And should we get this hat for Will? I don't know what hat he's currently wearing. But it probably would be good for him. It's decently cheap. I'm gonna do it. Okay, we can sell all that off. Balance the offer. Great. And sure, that'll do. Thank you. I'll let you study in peace. Okay, and then, before I forget to equip it, let me get this to Jaheira. Okay. What is her dex at? Oh, only 14. Okay. Sure. Okay. Oh, whoops. And then let me send the hat to Will. Great. And let's sort that. Great. Oh, and let me also send her old armor to camp. I guess these are bits of equipment we can add to wares. Oh, we should pick the food up off the ground, shouldn't we? Okay, let's talk to Leah first.
Heard you put that prick, Leroican, in the ground. Good. Only sad I couldn't help. Thank you. For having Roland's back. You just can't stop saving us, can you?
I guess I can't. Anything else?
I once thought the best we could hope for in Baldur's Gate was a room above the blushing mermaid. Okay. Anything new here? Oh, wow, yeah. There's pizza.
What the hell? 15 camp supplies. Just a little bit better than 2 cabbages. A whole ass pizza. Sprinkled with sausage and no fewer than 3 different cheeses. A cinnamon roll. Dusted with cinnamon and doused in vanilla icing. This treat's aroma is almost as delicious as its taste. And Baldurian seafood stew. Well, I think we've read this one before. I think we read the seafood, or the cinnamon roll too. Okay, well, let us pick those up. Got water again. Great. Over here, nothing in that. Okay. Get that sent to camp. Cool.
No traps, please.
And these pouches keep cropping up, huh? Oh, they must be from the remains, right? Yeah. Okay. Are the pouches actually worth something? They're worth 1. Okay. Probably not worth it unless, maybe the first time through I should have taken them. Okay, so then... let me go down over here. There we are.
All right.
Then over to this section. There we are. Great. Really reminding me of the Halloween puzzle in Guild Wars 2, the platforming puzzle. The Mad King's Clock Tower Super Speed Race, or whatever it was called. Good lord. Okay, and then... let's see, where is the button I do seek? Security. Below. Cleanup. Vaults. There we are. Okay. And let's hit up a quick save real fast.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Oh, I'm the only one who went in. Okay. Oh, unlock the ancient tome. Oh, to decipher the necromancy of Thay. We have the Tharkarkiate Codex to decipher the necromancy of Thay, and we need to first read the Codex.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Let's see here. So what was... what am I looking for here? None of this. Oh wait, maybe don't mess with djinnis? No. None of those. And I can't go back to camp from here. Well, thankfully, not everybody is out here. Okay. Split up the team. Jaheira, could you go back to camp real quick? And look through our stuff. Let's see here. Oh, here we are. McLar's Ledger, is this it? No, but we're in the rough ballpark area. Officious Note. Tome of Divination spells brought to the basement. He must focus without interruption in order to see the unseen. Since he refused to speak to me since the incident with the ape, I have no choice but to make my requests in writing. Okay. Vompter. Let's see. Oh, here we go. The newly acquired lamp. The one with the djinn to the vault. Store it behind the protective wall. It is far too dangerous to be left on display in the shop proper. Okay. And there's supposed to be another book, too. Posted scroll. Okay, another scroll, sure. Roland's journal. This is mostly about Larian. Preparations prepared. And that's from the Highberries. Yeah. Okay. Note from Vompter. Behind the protective wall. Okay. Send that to me. Let's sort all that. Should we get Shadowheart in the party? I think maybe we ought to. Right. Maybe we ought to do that.
At the ready.
Let's roll back here.
I'll give it a shot.
Because part of what I'm thinking is, like, the rooms with all the doors, maybe we just throw a silence at it or whatever. You know? Okay. And then... let's see, where is Shadowheart at? Because I'm pretty sure Shadowheart knows Dispel, right? Or not Dispel, Silence.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
Join me.
I'd join you, but things are looking a tad crowded. You'll need to make room for me.
Alright, swap with Gale.
Lead the way, then.
Okay. Oh, you have a level, too.
There is work to do.
Let's get that fixed up. Oh yeah, your level 6 spells. Oh, you also get Hero's Feast. Wow, okay. Create undead? Oh, the mummy. Blade barrier, heal. Heal a target's wounds and remove blindness and any diseases. Planar ally. Beseech one of these otherworldly entities for aid. Oh, look at the icon too. Is that the one from that I used in BG2 a lot? Where you summon like some sort of devil or some sort of angel? Okay. And then harm. Reduce a target's max HP, but never below 1. Okay. Let's see, do you have silence? Yes, you do. Okay. So what should I drop here? Maybe remove curse, and then we'll put it in there. Actually, let's get rid of some of these other ones, huh? Yeah, like harm. I probably won't be using harm. Summon Planar Ally, however. I might use that. And let's remove Animate Dead. Well, no, we'll keep it. Inflict Wounds, I'll ditch that. And then let's get Silence. Okay. Great. Okay.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Sure. Good, good, good. And then, let us go over to... Does Shadowheart's portrait look different now? Yeah, it does. She doesn't have her bangs anymore. Her hair color is the same as originally. but the bangs are gone again. Huh. That's weird that it chose to update the portrait, but not all the way. Maybe that's how she would look if we went the other route. Yeah, that's weird to me that it didn't update fully. Right?
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Like, I feel like it would make more sense to just keep it the way it used to be. Okay, well. Let us leave here. Great.
That's a friendly looking shadow.
And then inside here.
I just want a little look.
Okay, we need not be in stealth here, I
will
think.
guide me.
So where's that big room at? Okay.
I'll take this way.
So let's do a quick save just so I don't accidentally blow a whole bunch of shit here on nothing. Let's see. Silverhand. So if I use something on this door, will something happen? I don't think so. We might be barking up the wrong tree. Does it still work magically? Yeah, it doesn't seem to have an effect. Huh. Okay. Oh, silence is actually a ritual. Oh, okay. Sure, well, let's just try it everywhere. Did that do anything? No. Yeah, that took me right back. Okay. Oh, but okay. I wonder if that's it. Right, I even talked about this before. The fact that this one has a life bar and the others don't. Right? We never bothered to actually attack it because I found a different route to different treasure. I bet if we fucking break this, there's the other book. I forgot which one it was. Hang on, which one was it? Let's see. Do we have all of them on myself? Shit, I don't think so. Yeah, I think I gave the other one to Gale. Oh, the Karsus one. Right, Red Knight, Tharkiate, the other one, the Sealy one, right? That's probably in here. Gotta be. Man, what a fool I am. If this is it. Yeah. Man, I even fucking noticed it. And I forgot to go back and actually thwack it. Oh. Well, this is not what I thought we would get. Okay. Hellfire Great Axe. Thermodynamo. Whenever you deal damage with this weapon, you gain 2 turns of heat. Okay. Man, so where does that door lead? I can't go there anymore. Or did it loop back around? Yeah, it must have been redundant. Whenever you deal damage with this weapon, you gain 2 turns of heat. Which isn't that's what Gale runs with. Yeah. You can use heat convergence. Huh. Consume your heat to fuel a powerful attack. The next time you deal fire damage, you deal an additional 1 fire for every turn of heat remaining. Wow, okay. Huh. Interesting. Huh. A guaranteed 1 extra fire. And what removes your stacks of heat? I think just time. Just time. You lose 1 every turn. Yeah, this would work really good with like a fighter or I guess like a barbarian like Karlach. right? In fact, this would definitely work pretty well with Karlach because she is resistant to heat damage, or fire damage, I should say. Hellflame Cleave. Spew hellish flames and strike your foes. On save, targets still take half damage. Hellfire ignores resistance and immunity to fire damage. Wow, okay. But the damage here is not considered Hellfire. So it's still... yeah, it's still subject to that. Huh. And it is a great axe. It has the 1d12 roll. And a baked-in 1d6 for fire. Yeah, it's really high baseline damage. How much is it compared to Karlach's current weapon? I don't know. I can't help but wonder, like, what's better? Right? Which of these is fucking better? Because on the flip side, right, this may have her current one may have better scaling. And true enough, like, the targets that are really threats so far have been large, huge, or gargantuan. You know? And attacking with advantage does synergize really well with her whole deal. Double damage from the strength modifier. That said, it has +5 slashing on account of what? See, part of me wishes I could just hover over this and find out where that 5 slashing is coming from. Is it just from her strength? I guess so. But also having giant form gives another 1d6. Which, that said, well, you also get 27 temp HP. And advantage on strength checks and save throws. Huh. Topple the big folk. Yeah, topple the big folk is quite good. Yeah, but the catch is with... I want to say that in general, the Giant Slayer is better for most people. And what's especially nice about the Giant Slayer is that it's a +3. Right, so you have a 5% extra just baked in chance to hit, which is going to do well when you're running with Frenzied Strike and potentially a Great Weapon Master. I feel like. But the big point of consideration with the other situation, with the other one, let's see. Can I go back to camp real quick? Is Shahira still at camp? No. Hang on, let's send her back to camp real quick, just so I can look at just so I can look at this. Because having such a powerful, like, 1d12 weapon that deals fire damage every time, that is something remarkable, right? Because it ought to proc everything that, yeah. Oh no, when one of your cantrips deals fire, deals acid, cold, fire, or lightning, or thunder damage, add your spellcasting modifier to the damage dealt. Nah, that's not as good. Whenever you burn an enemy, you gain 2 turns of heat. Oh, and it does synergize with these gloves. Right? Yeah, whenever you deal fire, you gain 2 turns of heat. Okay. And every time you attack with that, you deal fire. So you would gain them like 4 at a time. Per attack. Oh, and you would be stacking Arcane Acuity. Or you could. So that wouldn't be half bad on like an Eldritch Knight. Right? You run up with really shitty spellcasting stats, but you just keep building up fire damage, you keep building up arcane... Well, no. Because the trouble with arcane acuity is that you lose a shitload of it. Yeah, reduce the duration by 2 every time you take damage. So I don't know. I mean, that said, if you are like a really high AC fighter, there's a decent chance nobody's going to even target you. I don't know. That's tough. But yeah, at the very least, it's a lot better than it at first seems, right? And isn't there also... Let's see. Did I ever buy that robe? No, I don't think I did. There was that like Burn Master's robe or whatever. What the hell did it do? It was like the fire damage equivalent of the poisoners, right? Or do I have that in someone's inventory right now? No, I don't think so. No. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, what was the effect on that? Didn't that robe proc something on fire damage? Because maybe that would make it worthwhile to use on someone like a barbarian. Right, because then you don't suffer the drawback of being a melee lord using cloth armor, or not armor, or whatever it is. Right? Yeah, that's a tough one to consider. Are there other things that proc when you deal fire damage? A lot of it is fire damage via a spell or cantrip, though. When you take fire damage dealt by another creature, you gain 2 turns of heat. I wonder in what situation would that be good? I guess you could play with a non-evocation wizard that's throwing around fireball. Right? I don't know, that's a little risky, huh? Blowing up your own people? That's a little risky. Right? That's a little too wild. Okay. Oh, man. And yeah, if you're a monk, a lot of that you could just have going throughout the whole damn game. Your unarmed attacks deal an additional 1 to 4. Fire. Or true enough, if you had those 1 gauntlets earlier on, that would have caused for some... Yeah, there would have been some synergy there, because they dealt like fire or necrotic. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, they really knew what they were doing, locking down some of these behind only when you deal that type of damage with a cantrip. You know? Okay. I do like the novelty behind the idea of like, oh, I'll roll with, like, for instance, a low int wizard, and you could just kind of fall back on using Psychic Spark. Right? And have a bunch of magic missile, because they're guaranteed to hit no matter what. There's an interesting build there, where you roll with someone who is a caster, but isn't actually good at casting. And you sort of make up for it by way of, like, just stacking arcane acuity. Yeah. Very fascinating. Still, I think for Karlach, her current situation might be better. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's literally the same, but the baseline damage for the Giant Slayers is higher. Huh. And on a hit, you double the damage from your strength modifier? Yeah, no way. It's... Man, it's tough because you do build up heat. You do build up heat. Like, she could drop the Gloves of Dex, right? She could do that. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me is curious about, like, a barb that doesn't use strength, you know? A barbarian that runs with finesse weapons to where they can have, like, really high dex and constitution and just cap out on AC. You know, because the main issue here with Karlach is that I am having her use, like, strength-focused weapons. Right? Which, sure, it does open up the world of... It opens you up to the world of using two-handers. And strength weapons tend to have, like, better dice rolls. Or better die are used, or more of them are used on strength weapons. Man, yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know, I feel like it'd be kind of close. True enough, she would benefit a lot because she gets a lot of attacks in per round. Right? Ooh, you know what? Don't rangers have, like, a multi-attack, right? Yeah, God, I bet this would, like, kick ass on a ranger. How many multi-attack, how many, like, extra attacks do they get, though? You know? Like, who gets the most attacks per round? Is it a barb? Is it a frenzy barb mixed with thief? No, couldn't be, right? It's probably just fighter or something, huh? Well, I don't know. Because ranger definitely has that... I forget what it's called. It's called, like... I was looking at on the wiki. It's called, like, horde fighter or horde killer or something like that. Okay. Well, nonetheless, sorry. A lot of theory crafting going on, but I don't know. For me, that's a lot of the fun, too. Okay. Let's see. So what are we working with here? Let's go back to Shadowheart. Good. Yeah, so this is where we came back in from. So if we go through here... Well, hang on. Let's just try this. I think that this is actually doing absolutely nothing. You know, I think that we're actually doing literally nothing when we do this. Okay.
Let's see.
Let's read that log again, the little note that we had. As you refuse to speak to me following the incident with the three-eyed man, I have no choice. The incident with the three-eyed man? Who is the three-eyed man? Huh. Yeah, I was just writing that off as like an oddity, like a curiosity. Like, yeah, it's Baldur's Gate, there's a three-eyed man going around, sure. Someone came to them with a wizardly need. But who the hell is that? I have no choice but to make my request in writing. Master Lorokin instructs you to bring his newly acquired lamp, the one with the djinn, to the vault, and store it behind the protective wall. Protective wall? Like one of these? Or one of these walls that we can destroy? I can't get up to this upper level, right? No, because I can't even move my little cursor there. Yeah, no way. Let's bring Shadowheart back. If I even can. Okay. Sure. Oh, man. Okay. Protective wall.
No time to waste.
Could it be one of these? in these little, like, interstitial rooms. Are one of these, like, a illusory wall? Like Auntie Ethel had? Well, no. Look, I know I don't need to do this, but I have to. Oh, shit. Okay. Should we get the rest of the party in here? I think so. Just in case we run into this djinn. Oh, shit. Having a bit of an issue. Oh, right, because you're still at camp. You got me the book. That's alright. Let's have everybody bop the button. Okay. There's Shadowheart. Huh. So was that one really a fake? How odd, huh? I guess so. Okay.
Let's get going.
There we are. Let's get everyone joined up here. Alright, fuck it. I'm going fast and loose here. We're just joining everybody up. I'm gonna just walk across this shit. That's how wild I am now. Look at that. Yeah, would her dispel even work on it? Or her dispel, I keep calling it that. It's definitely not that. Let's go over here.
Let's see.
It didn't do anything. Okay.
No one back home will ever believe this.
So it wasn't even necessary. Okay. Yeah, caution before the Sealy. Okay. Sure. Actually, should we get Gale back? Right? Don't we think Gale would probably want to do this? Like, especially since we don't even need Shadowheart. Or we don't even need Silence.
Let's move.
Let's go pick up Gale real quick. Because he's liable to have some reactivity here again. Okay. Then go to camp. Alright. And thank you for the assist there, Shadowheart. Man, I really forgot that Silence is a ritual. I wonder what the usability for that would be. You know, the fact that it's a ritual spell. I guess you could use it as like an opener. You know, there's no reason you couldn't. And then if you have other items or whatever that proc an effect when you're concentrating, it's a free concentration spell to just begin with. I guess. Right, like you, not just an opener, but like you enter combat throwing Silence down on an enemy. I wonder if that's worthwhile.
How can I help?
Okay, join me, why don't you? There's plenty of adventure to be had.
Would that I could, but your entourage is full. You'll
Take
need to make
Shadowheart's
room
spot.
for- Wonderful. Lead on then.
Okay. And let's warp back here.
The air is ripe with magic.
Now, what happened to Shovel? There we go. Looks like there's another shovel.
I've got a long road ahead.
Okay. Back through here. Great. And then into this area.
Have to keep going.
Correspondence. Diary of a Mage. Plain and unadorned. Let's read this diary. I can feel the moments ticking by, the essence of me growing older, grayer, with every chiming of the bell. This morning when I awoke, my back ached with such force I nearly cried out. Such indignities await, unless I can arrest the process entirely. There are ways. I wouldn't be the first. But the night song is so near, the magic so well proven, the drawbacks practically non-existent. This is my path, and every moment counts. Oh, I will take that. Query from DeHurst. A yellowed but crisp note. It appears to have been written some years ago, but not often read. I swear it to be true, Lorroakan. I was on the very cusp of joining my fellow Mistrins for the ritual when crash! Right on top of me fell a gangle of tousled hair and magic most strange. Just then, something happened I can hardly describe. So foreign was the weave, no, not weave at all, that ensnared me. This fellow, I didn't quite catch his name, something with a T and Q to Queen? Created some manner of anomaly that temporally trapped me twixt our world and who knows where. Tell me, have you ever heard of such a thing? DeHurst. T and Q? Yeah, I don't know. Would I know of this? I'm drawing a blank. Would I know this person? This sounds like it's a nod to, like a reference to something, but I'm not sure what. Okay. I will take that. Correspondence. Lorroakan, we see you, and we always will. Do take care to maintain utmost respect for the art, and our purposes need not cross. Signed by the Collective. The Cowled Wizards of Amn. Oh man, now I know them. Right? I like all the like Uthkatla and Amn nods here with Lorroakan, which I guess he's from there, right? Or at least had been there significantly for an extended amount of time. Okay. I don't think I ever met Lorroakan, did I? I don't know Lorroakan. Huh?
Holding.
No. Do I? I don't think so. Okay, silver glass, I'm taking that. Gilded chest up top. Bunch of money, sending it to Karlach. No, nothing on top of that one. Can check the books, though. Whole lot of scrolls. Of Sunbeam, of Globe of Involn, of Dimension Door. Sending them all to Gale. Over here, row of books. Blur. Sending it to Gale. And Caution Before the Seelie. A text dealing with the Seelie courts of the Fey realm. Summer, winter, and sarcastic octopus. This last may not be entirely accurate. A text dealing with the... Okay. Same text there in the flavor text. Now this one doesn't actually have a warning on it. Okay. Part of me wonders, like, how big of a risk would it be to just read these? You know? I feel like we should maybe do it. Or maybe even have Gale do it. I don't know. I'll do it. Right? Maybe I'll do it. Let me do a quick save here. Now we've got this other chamber. Is there a third one too? No. I'm guessing one of these will have... Here. Oh, look. The hint. Right? This one is covered in cobwebs. Right? As if it hasn't ever, as if it's not illusory. But this one probably is liable to be illusory because check out the lack of cobwebs. It's only got one on the side. Oh. Oh. well, never mind that. Okay. Oh, I see. That's how we would know. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if this is visible on YouTube, but you can totally make out Fog of War here. Right? You can totally cheat that. Huh. Wow, honestly, I'm surprised the cobweb situation wasn't the truth of it. Right? This one is totally going to have an entrance, because look, there's a room back here. Right? This Fog of War, where there's like a closed-off room, is significantly darker than the rest of this. If anything, maybe they should have made them all, like put some false rooms back here to darken it all. Right? Yep. And there's the fucking lamp, huh? Oh, is it only the lamp in here? Okay. So we found everything that we had heard about. All the books that we had heard about from the Tome Master, and then the lamp that we had read about, and then a little something extra. Right? Okay. Peculiar lamp. Oil lamps like this are a peculiar sight along the Sword Coast. Let's do a quick save and give it a rub. Okay. Going to wait for the cloud save sync. Oh.
Oh, you've arrived in the nick of time, saintly adventurer.
What is this clown music?
I've been trapped for so long, I dare say I'm half mad. Ho ho!
Oh no.
Thank you for sacrificing yourself to save me. Such courage brings a tear to the eye.
What are you talking about? I've done nothing of the sort. Release me, or you'll regret it. Attack. What are you talking about?
You see, this glorious lamp is both an oasis and a prison. Someone must be inside at all times. But you were the first brave enough to take my place. Thank you ever so much. Toodles! Freedom's sweet nectar. How I missed you. Oh.
Oh my god.
My rescuer left behind a servant. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. I'm sure you're at your wit's end without your master.
Who are you? I'm at a loss. If only I had some gold, I'm sure I'd feel better. I would like you to release my companion now, please. How dare you? I have no master. Okay. Who are you?
Yafeu, the stupendous! Or was it wondrous? Bah! I'm free! And that's all that matters. Know that I will remember your master's sacrifice with great affection. Every month or so. But I must be off. I'm a century late for an appointment.
Release my master immediately or die. I didn't like my master much anyway. Let the djinni leave. If we just let him leave, what will happen to me? Am I just dead? Am I just gone? Hang on. I need to know. I really would like to know. Because there's no way, like, when we do the Dark Urge run, there's no way I would risk finding out there, right? What if we just let the djinni leave?
Doodles!
Huh. Oh, wow, there's a bunch of good stuff in here. Yeah, we can't go back to camp or anything. Okay. There is a little diary here. If you were trapped in a magic lamp, you wouldn't like it a bit. It's tiny and stuffy and oily and damp, and you've had to be shrunk to fit. You sit here and ponder your only hope, that some other fool will enter, then you'll get out. But the entering dope will find there the lamp's new renter. It's redolent. Okay. Huh. What if we just send in Shovel? Right? Could we, like, send in Shovel? Can't be added to inventory. Okay.
Lovely day, this.
But we could swap in another companion, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's read some... Is there anything else to read in here? There's actually a bunch of decent stuff. Right?
What path lies
There's
before
potions
me?
and all that. Gilded chest. Toxins and whatnot. A bed. Anything else here? A hookah. Marsember ice wine. Okay. 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 Well, let's quick load. Right, let's load back and pick what we would actually do. I'm thinking that the djinni will keep us trapped in there, right? Which fortunately I've already devised an escape plan, right? If the djinni does keep me trapped inside, I already perfectly know the exact precise way to get out, right? It's no problem whatsoever. We're gonna be a-okay. We're gonna be totally fine. However, the real question is, if I chose this,
I will remember your master's sacrifice with great affection. Every month or so. But I must be off. I'm a century late for an appointment.
Release my master immediately or die.
Now. Your master touched a lamp like a ding-a-ling, which means this is your problem, not mine. But if you're after a fight, so be it. It's been too long since I flexed these glorious magical muscles. Aha!
Oh, okay. So they are actually going to fight. Huh. Okay, well, that's fine. I will just take all this stuff real quick before I get busted out of here. Like, there's no way, right? Like, shit, everybody who's good at fighting is out there. Okay, let's read this. Pick that up. Good. Okay, get all these potions. My god, there are so many. Look at all this shit. The real question is, like, how will I get out? You know? How will I otherwise get out? Will it free me if everybody beats its ass? Okay, so what my other plan was, in the event that maybe it just disappears and fucks off no matter what, my backup plan was something that we've passed on throughout the entirety of the game. The fucking hirelings, dude. Right? I would simply send Karlach back to camp, have Withers whip up a fucking hireling or whatever the hell. Make them touch it, and they get trapped in here for eternity because you know what? Who gives a shit? Alright. Let's get all this. Good. Man, look at all this food. Okay, I don't even think Raphael, you know? Well, no, I don't know. I was about to say. At the very least, it gives Raphael a run for his money from the beginning of the game. Okay, let's yoink all these up. Good. I don't know, have I examined a banana yet? Bruised and slightly mushy. Oh no. It's a not so good banana. Taking all that. Great. Then over here, got a hookah. Is this valuable at all? No, not really. Is this the same clown music from before, or is this actually different clown music? I have no idea anymore. I feel like it might be different clown music now. Oh, you can climb on Marsember wine? Okay.
What's inside?
Over here. Send that to Karlak. Good. The other question is, well, Gale was able to pick it up. What if he picked it up and then sent it to me while I'm inside of it? What the fuck would happen then? Would we just, like, create a fucking black hole? You know? If, like, Gale picked up the lamp and then through the magic inventory sent it to me, and then I was holding it, maybe he couldn't send it to me. Right, maybe it wouldn't work that way. Okay. Good. I think we have everything of value in here, right? I think so. Should I shoot the hookah? I'm gonna shoot it. I don't know, I thought it might blow up. Okay, so over here we've got all these added to wares. Let's add these as well. Send that to Karlak. And then up here, camp supplies. I will send them to camp. Excellent. Okay. Good. And then everybody else is out here. Oh yeah, this fool is just level 30. Level 10. 304 HP. Okay, yeah, you're absolutely cooked. Do you have any special capabilities? Extra attack, magic resist, opportunity, tenacity. Okay, yeah, you are Garbo. No inspect text for a genie or a djinni. Okay. Good. Let's see, what size are you rated? Medium. Okay, let's do a reckless attack here, I suppose. Oh, missed it. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Try this again. Oh, missed that one. Okay. Frenzied strike. There we go. Oh, you bleed. See what you do. Opportunity attack. Shoo, maybe we should turn this thing off. Okay. Let's see. Drunken Inhale. Gonna counterspell that. Good. Come here and die, it says. See if we can't knock it. Nope. Try and fear it. Nope.
No gloom, all doom.
Alright, let's try. Multi-attack, I think. shoot, it's tough to hit.
Victory is assured.
Let's do some ice breath, I think. Great.
What fools these mortals be.
And then ice breath again.
Creator, destroyer.
And then go for another thwack if we can. Nice.
Death is but a word away.
Okay, let's light this fucker up, huh? There we are. 55%. Maybe we can get
Ready.
debuff or something active here. Right? Maybe we can get that going. What all should we do? Could try and apply contagion for sure. Yeah, not much room for single target. We'll apply contagion, huh? Let's see. Is it even vulnerable to stuff like this? Contagion, slimy doom. Target receives disadvantage on cons checks and save throws. Whenever they hit, they get stunned. Fever squeezes huge drops of thick, oily sweat from the creature's pores, impairing its constitution. Okay. Alright. Blinded. Disadvantage. Okay. What does Befuddled do? Can't control its actions and wanders around without direction. I feel like stunning it might be the best bet. Let's try it. Nope, missed it. Well, what the fuck. Okay. Let's see. Should we give haste to Karlach? Why not, right? And we'll hold. Okay. Let's see. 64% there. I think we need to turn off our passive. There we go. Okay, back to 88. Let's do it. Okay. Got a crit on that one. Anything else we ought to do here? Could try and make it bleed, I guess. Is that worth it? Yeah, I suppose. Could be. Comes back on a short rest either way. Okay. Great. And then... Oh, we can't even Frenzied Strike again. Huh. Yeah, I wonder why. I can do a great weapon attack, though. Why do I have this? Oh, because I dealt a crit. Okay. Opportunity attack. Huh. Good. Is the Shocking Grasp proc worth it? I'm not even sure. Let's see. Let's try and go for another bonk. Yep, okay.
Lance board is set.
Let's see. Let's try and Ray of Frost, maybe? Really low hit chance with that. Okay. Target is too close. Okay, well, let's fall back then and then cast it.
Blades bared.
There we are. Gotcha. Good. And let's see, what does Encrusted with Frost do? Disadvantage on dex save throws. Okay. Sure. Apply Ice Breath again. Winter's Breath. Do the multi-attack. There we are. Ice Breath again. And we'll have this one do an attack. Well, no.
Death greets us all, but not today.
Cancel end turn. Let's get this thing moved out. Make some more room. Oh, missed that one. Move back here. Whoop, it slipped. Okay. Wow. Shovel actually got a hit off.
I speak, they burn. Allow me to demonstrate.
Okay, let's go in for... Let's use Arcane Battery here. Fire this off, like so. And we'll just fucking let it rip, huh? Good. Okay. Well, I think I'm still in there, huh?
No! I won't go.
Okay. Oh. Got the lethargic debuff. Yeah, we still have this. Okay. Let's pick that up. Ooh, when you pick it up. Okay, I see.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Alright. Use. Okay. Pick up and add to wares? Nope. Doesn't work either. Okay. Do we have anyone who can, like, just get out of something? I don't think so, right?
Is that blood?
I don't think we have anyone who
never
could
mind.
just spontaneously escape. Okay.
Attention!
Let's see. Well, let us have... Let's do a quick save here. And I can't have, like, one of the little dudes do it, right? They won't work. No, I don't think so. Okay. Sure. Okay. Oh, maybe we could have also KO'd him, you know? Maybe we could have done that too. Alright. So, for a fun little solution. Let's see, where is it at here on the floor? There it is. Oh, even if we move it like that, it still gets moved. Okay. Sure. Well, let's break up the party, except for Jaheira.
Wonder if the gods
Right.
are watching me.
And then... let's see. I would keep myself in there, but I don't know if anyone can talk to Withers except for the like, lead or whatever, you know? And, get a hireling, I should say. Okay, so let's go to camp. Great. And Withers, I need a hireling. Good. Okay.
Fate
Dost thou require a new ally?
I would like to talk about hirelings.
Very well.
Okay. Can I recruit one?
Impossible. Thy party is full.
Oh, alright. Well, let Jaheira stay behind for now.
As thou desire. Choose.
Okay. I've literally never seen this before. Oh, wow. They've got, like, little names and stuff. Okay, who do we want to doom forever? Oh, they've got little bits of information. Eldra Lutheran, slayer of people, monsters, and cups of sweet pear tea, was shown a watery grave when hunting absolutists in the Valley of Chianthar. Is there anyone who's just, like, evil? Brenna Brightsong's bawdy crooning was silenced by an absolute blood butcher after a controversial performance in a Triel tavern. Oh, they're all people who have something to do with, like, the absolute and whatnot. Zenith, once an optimistic Everescan grey cloak, journeyed to Faerun in search of a new sunrise. An absolute warband proved his dour father right. Zenith was doomed. Danton was a refined druid and rearer of peacocks, until he thought transforming into one would help him escape absolutist marauders. He was wrong. Verana Sunblossom, once a battle-worn veteran fighting for the absolute, Verana learned that loyalty to the would-be god did not protect you from the murderous whims of jealous generals. Oh. Huh. Well, you're at the top of the list. Sinazith's monastic preferences marked her a misfit among her kin, as did the illithid tadpole an absolutist forced in her mind. For this, the Githyanki slew her as an aberration. Kurz lived many years as a paladin and mercenary, years which took a hard toll on them. Befriending a group of pleasant ogres, they laid down their weapons and taught a rudimentary etiquette class, before the ogres were attacked one night, and Kurz once more took up their steel. Veril Wenkir. Veril spent his twilights scribbling odes to leafy canopies, bushels, and the merits of the noble hedgehog, when he refused to join the Absolute. Its forces tore his forest and body apart. Yeah, so it sounds like everyone here met like a grisly fate, and Withers has brought them back. Huh. Yeah, there's a monk, ranger. Is there just one of every class? Yeah, there must be. Okay. Madala Deadeye. Madala's blindness was cured by another true soul passing through her village, so they could watch it being burnt to the ground around them. Such was the price of refusing the Absolute. You sound like the worst of them all, perhaps. Right? Verana maybe is capable of a change of heart, but Madala just seems fucked up. Madala's blindness was cured by another true soul passing through her village, so they could watch it being burnt to the ground and around them. Such was the price of refusing the Absolute. Yeah, like the way in which you died was through your devotion to the Absolute. Jacelyn was a born sorcerer and seventh son of a seventh son. The agent of the Absolute that killed him knew this, and is rumored to have remarked, probably should have left it at 6. Cree Derrick. Cree's penchant for killing folk with a mere whisper was prized in the Absolute's ranks, but the utter devotion to her patron was met with lethal disapproval. Oh, okay. Interesting. Sir Fuzzlump was much mocked among his playful kind for his dour demeanor and single-minded devotion to the magical investigation of cave moss. He claims not to have giggled in over a decade, and has never frolicked. Okay, so it's between Creed Derrick and Madala Deadeye. Which one is more fucked up? I think Creed Derrick, perhaps. I don't know. I think it's a toss-up. Yeah, which one is most likely to continue doing bad? Huh. Maybe Madala still, because Creed Derrick, at the very least, although being kind of fucked up, is incredibly loyal to their fucked up patron, their warlock patron. Whereas Madala is just like down with the absolute all the way through. Okay. I will pick you. You're a rogue anyhow. Urchin, down with the steel oppressors. You actually... Can I talk to you?
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt.
Wow, you are voiced. Why are you talking like that?
This soul remembers its invective, but remembers not its tongue.
Though spoken with a different voice, you recognize the eloquent drawl of Withers, the wraith that summoned the hireling.
They are but echoes. They recall not a manner of speech. Thus I lent them my rhetoric.
I'm surprised you've nothing better to do, Withers. Why do the hirelings need to speak? As long as the soul remembers how to fight, that's what matters. I have other matters to ask of this hireling. Better get back to it then. I'm surprised you've nothing better to do.
To speak thusly takes little of my effort. Besides, what better use is there of time than discourse?
Why do the hirelings need to speak?
Because you needed to speak to it. Because it feels correct. Fitting.
Very metatextual. Okay. Well, I have other matters to ask of this hireling.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt.
Okay. See ya. Well, let's let's make use of this vessel, huh? And put it in a vessel. Okay. Zoosh right up into here. You don't happen to have anything useful on you, do you? Oh, yeah, you kind of do. Well, here, let's get my 100 gold worth. Right? Here we are. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Shoo, there was nothing up top there. Okay. Good. Okay, there we are. And then let's send this to me. This as well. That to Karlach and that to me. And the rest of this we can add to wares and send it to me. Oh no, wait. And send it to Karlach. Good. Okay. Sure. Now where were we? Over here.
Need to find a way forward.
Great. Then... Now, where did Gale even go to? Oh, he's in there right now. Hey, there we go. Okay. Good. Okay, everyone. Let's head out.
With haste.
Let's go over here. And back to the portal. Cool. And then... let's head back to camp. Ooh. Where the hell did all that appear? What the hell is going on with this place? It's like fucked up shit appearing. What's going on there? Okay. Let's see. So can I just talk to, like, Astarion? Can you get in the party? Actually, you know what? Let's get, yeah, let's get Astarion in the party. And maybe we'll swap Gale out. Let's see. Astarion.
Hello, my dear.
I need you in my party.
Well, obviously I would. But you have so
Madala
many...
Deadeye can stay at
Your
camp.
companion is otherwise engaged. You'll need to dismiss them at a more convenient moment.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll be right back. Well, this is a problem. Let's see. How would we do this then?
Time to press ahead.
Okay. Okay, I know how. I know how to do it. Okay, we just have to have you blow yourself up. Right? That's all you gotta do. That's it. That's all there is to it. Okay, we'll split this into 2 and send that to Model a Deadeye. Great. And then... Good. Let's see, is this gonna work out here? Almost.
Death's close at hand.
Okay. Huh, perfect. Okay. Shit, I guess we gotta go back in there and get you. Fuck. Okay. Alright. Let's leave camp real quick. Okay, and then let's go back into the portal.
Breathe deep
Good.
and move.
Okay, and then over here. Let's do a quick save. So you got rejected from it. Okay. Great. Hey, and look, the lamp has disappeared. Okay, sure, so we didn't even need the hireling. That said, it would have been way tougher to, like, kill anybody else, I guess. Okay. And then out this way. And then, let's see.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do
I have no
what
more
thou
use
wilt.
of this hireling.
Art thou certain?
100%. Yeah, return it to the fugue plane. Is that what? How do I know that this is what's going on? This thing is from the fugue plane? Yeah, return it.
A single mortal soul. Toast as the errant coin. So it shall be.
I mean, yeah, that's maybe a bit fucked up, but, you know, they were kind of fucked up too. Okay. I feel like maybe we've done worse to immortal souls up to this point, after the horny guy. Okay. The horny dude in the what do you call it? Not Moonrise, in Act 2. Okay, back to camp. Are we good now? Yeah, I think we're all good. Okay, great. And now let's try and get Astarion in the party. Or let's get Jaheira back, right? I'm enjoying Jaheira. Yeah, maybe we'll see. Yeah, when next we come back. Okay, yeah, we should. Good God, we should probably call it now. I'm going way over time. When next we come back, we'll get Jaheira back in the party. We'll probably have Gale read some forbidden books, right? Or I will in front of Gale at the very least, and see if there's like reactivity or whatever the hell. And then we'll probably sub out Gale for Astarion, and then we'll continue. Well, I don't know, because we do have a meeting with Mystra at that one place, right? Can we only go there through Gale, or can we go there through, like, physically walking in that direction? You know, I assume that we could go there by physically walking there, but maybe not. Maybe we'll check in. We'll look into that. All right, until next time, please take care of each other.